The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. My guy, Ashoka in the building.
What's
Good,
good,
my boy.
What's good, my G?
I will say, sometimes, whenever I try to type in your name, sometimes a Star Wars character comes up. I'm sure you get that a lot now.
No, I definitely get that a lot, you know what I mean? But it's my name, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get it from the Star Wars. They got it from me.
That's where I was about to go.
Yeah.
So, like, is that like your part of your real name? Or?
No, that's my government, you know what I'm saying? It's actually an Indian name.
Okay.
I'm not Indian. I'm from an island called Dominica. But you know, my parents gave me the name. They was fucking with the name, so they turned up. You know
I was about to say, like, what was the reason behind giving you the name Ashoka?
I mean, there's a meaning to it. You know, it's the name of an ancient Indian king, and you know, he did a lot of great things for his people. That's one thing. And aside from that, you know, I think my mom just really liked the way the name sounded. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, can't be mad at that.
Yeah, for sure. I heard my pops wanted. She always tell me my pops wanted to name me Gorman. So I'm happy that we ain't go that route. You feel me?
Yo, I'm
happy we ain't go that route.
Like with parents, when they're like about to when they tell you like we almost named you this, like why was that even a thought?
Yeah.
Like it was Gorman a cool name back then?
I think like, you know, no disrespect. I think it's probably like a family name or something like that.
Okay.
But you know, I'm Ashoka. We don't keep it with that. You feel me?
I was about to say sometimes like the family names that they want to bestow upon you.
Yeah.
It's like you think about it, you're like, maybe I'm glad you didn't name me that.
You know what I mean?
Ahsoka's perfect. So you're born out here?
Yeah, born in Queens. You know what I'm saying?
From the 845 though.
Yeah, born in Queens. Moved out to 845 a little later in life. You know, grew up kind of both areas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got a lot of friends, a lot of great artists. We actually did like an 845 cipher like a year ago with the Hoodies, D Weathers, Sims, and Howie. But I love artists from the 845, man, because I mean you've had so much success recently, which I love to see, because I know it's not easy coming and trying to make it as an artist out of the 845 because of like the disconnect with the city, and you know obviously with just being in the 845 is like you're far away from a lot of other things. So a lot of places you have to be with the music too, right?
Exactly, and it's funny though, cause like honestly, the 845 is just all people from the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, people like me that lived in Queens and moved, you know, to the 845 kind of thing. You know, so it's a lot of that same energy and you know the same, you know, ways of speech and all that kind of stuff that, you know, you'll find in the 845, the same energy, all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of those people really, you know, came from the city and shit like that. But yeah, man, you know, it's a little bit out the way. So I would say, you know, there is that aspect of people may not necessarily be looking to the 845 for like, you know, the music or for the new talent. But at the end of the day, like, you know, there is a wave, there is a movement, there's a lot of talent. And you know, with everything we doing right now, everything I'm doing right now, I'm trying to, you know, shed light on that so, you know, people can start looking towards that area and be like, okay, let's see what's going on over there. Or there's a lot of dope artists coming out the 845, you know what I'm saying?
So you said that's like a goal of yours, is to shed light on that.
For sure.
What do you feel like? Do you feel like just like the hardest part about doing that is just trying to get people to look outside of New York City sometimes too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in general, like, you know, it's always going to be the major cities that get the first look. Even other major cities that may not be as big as in New York don't even, you know, get the look. Like, we just got a lot of dope artists coming out of Louisville over the last 3 years. That's something like, you know, or even like an artist from like Portland and shit like that. You know, that's how I kind of look at Rockland County and like, you know, kind of trying to bring that light to the county and shit like that.
I like that. I like that. Because I feel like all y'all have that same mission. Like, I want to do this, right?
For sure.
Is that where the Kingdom Collective kind of came about?
Yeah.
Like, was that like the idea behind starting the collective too?
Yeah, you know, Kingdom is Yours. Honestly, it was the idea of that, but really it was the idea of that confidence and that belief system. And that's more of like a code and a belief system, Kingdom and that collective. And what Kingdom is Yours means is no matter where you start, whether you start at the very bottom of the totem pole, like you have to envision yourself as king or queen of whatever, like, you know, realm you're trying to conquer. But you can't just envision yourself. You really got to embody that. You got to walk with that. You got to walk in the room and like know what you're there to do and really believe in yourself. And you know, at the end of the day, no one's going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what Kingdom is Yours is about. It's a collective, but it's really a belief system. You know what I mean?
It's a belief system.
For sure.
With the belief, like with that, so are there other artists under? Like, how does it work?
Yeah. It's funny. I'm just now working to like bring more artists into the collective.
Okay.
And you know, I really want to start it off as just some shit where it's like just more of a collective, like when it was on some like Wu-Tang shit, like just a bunch of different dope artists that are all doing their individual things, but you know, adding to the collective as well. But you know, that's something that, you know, is loading up. I would say 2024 is gonna be some fun announcements in terms of that.
Okay, cool. So it's like right now it's just you.
Yeah.
It's just you. It's just you with the vision, the dream, and the belief.
Hell yeah.
I like that though. So so we're kind of putting the collective together. What I guess like the actual like the physical aspect of it, like bringing people together.
Yeah.
What have you felt has been like the again a difficult part about trying to bring all these artists together? Is it just kind of like people's time, or trying to get everybody on the same page too on some Wu-Tang shit? Because I mean, we look at Wu-Tang, obviously at first, but then it's hard to keep everybody on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily even say that. At least not yet. Like we don't have like a bunch of artists that like we bringing in just now. Maybe just like a couple that we seeing like, okay, we want to start here, and that we started having those conversations and shit like that. But I would say more so just like in terms of the collective, it's like it's more than just the music. It's branding. It's merch. This is like a sample right here of one of our KDMTs.
I like that.
That we've been cooking up. So it's just a lot of different things. You got people's schedules. You got life gets in the way. But at the end of the day, we all chasing one common goal. So yeah, we make it work.
I think you tweeted this because I wrote this down. I think when we were supposed to do the interview the first time, but you wrote measure your success by how many people you bless. I like that.
Yeah.
I like
For
that.
sure.
That's that with me.
Yeah.
That's that with me. Where did that come from? Like, why did out of you like, what were you kind of going through when you said that? Or like,
I think
what were you doing?
From just how I seen like even like my family move. You know what I'm saying? Like my parents came from an island called Dominica, and they came with nothing. They came with just the clothes on their backs. You know what I'm saying? They was like maybe 19, 20, and they all had someone that reached them up and like kind of like helped them out to get to where they're at. And at the same time, it's just like I feel like that's what it's all about. It's about giving back. Like if you're the only one winning, then like I don't know. To me, that's not the goal. The common goal is for like me to be good, the people around me to be good, the people's families around me to be good. Yeah. That's another part of the Kingdom Collective. The Kingdom Collective is because like it's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? The Kingdom Collective gives me an avenue to now like, okay, I got my shit as an artist, but now I got some shit that we could all have together, that we can all invest in, that we could all eat from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. So with the music, right? Like when were your parents into music too? Like, how did this all really firmly begin for you?
Yeah, it's funny, man. The music, it's like a deep story, man. It's like so many different parts of my life that I realized like played a big part in leading me to a music career and shit like that. But I would say like starting early, mostly my pops really into music. Having a whole stereo system in the crib, CDs on CDs, cassette tapes, vinyls, all that type of shit. And he was playing a lot of music early on, a lot of Michael Jackson, a lot of jazz, George Benson, of course. We from the West Indies, so he's playing all the soca music, all that type of shit. And, growing up, I was definitely a big fan of the music, and I would always dabble in it in some type of way, whether it's like, when I was in school, I was a little younger now, they passed me that trumpet, so I started playing the trumpet, you know what I mean? And it's funny, because I was actually dumb nice at that shit, I'm not gonna lie. But then I put that down, when I got into high school, then, around high school, we started rapping, but we wasn't really serious at all. We didn't ever even imagine it going anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So we were just playing around with it, dabbled in that for a little bit, put it down. And then, like, I want to say a little deeper in high school now, like, I'm putting down making music myself to become, like, a real, genuine fan. Like, I really was, the kid that's on the blogs every day after school, like, putting my friends on there's this new artist named J. Cole, there's this new artist named Kendrick, you know what I mean, at that point. So it was really just being a deep fan of the music. So it's funny, like, it's like all the little pieces of me, trying to play with music in some way or it being some part of my life, from my childhood to my teenage years, led me into college, where it's like, okay, I got this love for music, and I got this, little bit of raw talent in me because I've always dabbled in a way. So I kind of put the two together and just found my own way in music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like you said, it's a deep story.
For sure.
Who are you listening to?
Right now? Damn, I'm listening to so much shit.
Oh, I mean, well, back then, maybe in college.
Back then?
No, but also, I actually am curious who you listen to right now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, shout out everybody, but right now, like, probably my number, if you go on my Spotify, my number one genre right now is Afrobeats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Afrobeats. Yeah, that's where I got in rotation for the most part. But, like, I want to say, like, it's like back when I was, like, in high school type shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was really everybody. It's funny because, like, everyone who's popping now was, like, super underground back then. Like, I remember, like, Cole's first tape and, like, telling my friend, yo, this is an artist named Cole, you should fuck with him. Or, like, listen to him, you know what I mean? Or, like, Kendrick, Drake, like, all those dudes, you know what I mean? So, it was really a lot of that. Of course, Kanye, I want to say even before I really got into like the blogs and understood how to like find music on my own and shit like that, it was like, you know, the Kanye CDs I would get from like an older cousin or, you know, Dipset CD or, you know, chilling with my older cousins. They're all watching Smack DVD, Jim Jones and all this shit. Now they leave, so I'm looking that shit up myself now,
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right.
mean? Different shit like that.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Oh, we about the same age. I'm turning 27.
Wow.
See, that's how I knew, cause like once you said when you were like, oh, J. Cole, I found his first tape. I'm like, oh yeah, we the same age. I knew, cause I was like I did the same shit. I was like listening to Cole back then, Friday Night Lights, all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Well, congrats on everything you've done with Genius. You know what I'm saying? I love that for you. Rob Markman's been singing your praise for quite some time now.
Yeah.
How did you and Genius first get connected?
Yo, honestly, it was through one of my records that I had put out. I want to say last summer. It was featuring Deontay Hitchcock. It's called "Sleep on Me."
The legend. Shout out Deontay.
Yeah, shout out Deontay, man. Homie's super dope. You know what I mean? Killed the verse. It's a great song. Make sure you go check that out. But you know, it was that record, and we were just really trying to find a way to like put it out, and we really believed in the song. And, you know, we found out that they were just starting up, you know, the whole distro situation. So it just kind of made sense. It was like the perfect timing. We had a dope video for it. And it just all started going up from there.
Right. How is it like, because I know Genius distro, I would say probably is like relatively new for the most part. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, right? We say relatively new, right? How has it been? Because like I think it's cool when you get in on the ground floor, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you get to be there at the beginning, you get to be there as the company continues to grow in this distro. How has it been different, I guess, from maybe other situations you've had in the past?
I want to say just a little bit more of a hands-on, like with the actual distro team. You know what I'm saying? It not being like I'm just uploading this music and just getting this music out to the world, but like my distro was actually more of a team where I could like put these people on a group chat and really talk to these people and really like bounce ideas around, you know, so it's been dope. I'm really big on just brainstorming and like at the end of the day, when it comes to the music, whatever I do, visuals, clothes, whatever, I want to push the shit forward, you know what I mean? So as long as I have people that are willing to rock with me and willing to like, you know, see shit out with me and like hear out these ideas and help me kind of reach what I'm trying to reach and help me like, you know, push everything forward, and that's all that matters to me.
I fuck with that, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. You know, I love your collab with Femdot.
Word.
Femdot's a good friend of the show.
Shout out to Femdot, man.
How did you and Fem first meet?
Yeah, honestly, it was more so like I got put onto his music, and then I hit him up from there. You know what I mean? He's a cool dude, good vibes, and then I was like, yo, I got this joint. I feel like you would fit great on it. Worked out perfectly, killed the verse. And now I mean, hopefully video coming soon. Now I mean, hopefully. Yeah.
Now did y'all got to do it in person?
Nah, we didn't.
But did you get to meet him in person?
Nah, we didn't even meet in person. We just like kind of been talking through the phone, but hopefully we shoot this video and I mean we get to chop it up, kicking and shit like that.
The reason why I asked because he always got a pencil with him.
Pencil?
He always got a pencil. Yeah,
Like,
mechanical pen or a pencil. Like he just walks around and twirls it. Like that's like his thing.
Yeah.
Like I want to say it's like his nervous tick, but it's like his thing. And I asked him about it. He's like, yeah, I always just carry a pen on me. And I'm like, that's a really dope branding for a rapper. I don't think he means to do that, but that shit hard. And I fuck with Fem too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that New York to Chicago, a different side of the New York and Chicago shit that y'all kind of brought to the table on that record too.
Yeah,
you know
that's why I really feel like, you know, it just makes sense for the song.
So where do you go from here? So what are we working on right now?
Yo, I'm about to put out my album. I've been working on this album for over a year now. And it's funny, all these songs I've been putting out are actually part of the album, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we rolling it out and we about to announce the title, drop the artwork, all that kind of stuff, date, everything, you know, coming very, very soon. But
are you nervous?
Nah, I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited to get this out so we already working on the one that comes out after this. So, you know, we just excited. And, you know, it's definitely something for the dreamers, you know what I mean? Anyone who has a dream, who has ambitions, who has a vision, a goal, anything, this album's gonna be for them, for sure.
Now, with this project, is anybody, you don't gotta tell me obviously yet, but is anybody else on it with you too?
Yeah, for sure. I'll drop at least one other. We got, first of all, I want to shout out my dog Maya from Atlanta. Right. I got him on the project, and me and him been cooking up crazy. We just go in, and then we just make like 10 songs, like it's nothing. We just have fun cooking up. So I got him on there for sure. I got Ye Ali, you know, super dope.
Of course.
Yeah.
Shout out Ye, man.
Got Ye Ali, shout out to Ye,
Ye.
man. Know what I mean? Super dope R&B artist. And I've been fucking with his music for a while too, so it was really dope that we was able to make this happen.
He's one of the industry's best kept secrets. Ye Ali.
For sure.
For sure. I also saw somewhere before we get out, you worked with B.O.B. at some point?
Yeah, for sure. That was actually really recently. That was like a year ago.
Cause I was looking at when I was doing my research for the first time we did this. I'm like, I wrote it down and I had my notes from the first interview, and I'm like, I'm like, did I write this down as a mistake, or did he actually recently work with B.O.B.? That's why I had to ask. So this was a recent thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was like a year ago. I was down in Atlanta I was locked in Atlanta for like 3 months straight.
Yeah.
Just recording every day, linking up, just working. And towards the end, I know he was working on an album, so I pulled up on him and his peoples, and just started bouncing around some ideas, and it went from me, just trying to like work on some ideas with him to him just fucking with the music and keeping me on the album as a feature. You know what I mean? So it was really dope, man. Shout out to B.O.B. Real genuine dude, all his peoples, the whole camp. Like I fucks with him heavy, man. So shout out to them,
man.
for sure.
Give that man his flowers too. That man's a legend.
Oh yeah, he's legend.
He's a legend.
Like he's legend.
That's fine, man. Well, the project is on the way. I'm excited. Make sure y'all go check it out when it's out. Go run up all those singles out now. Freestyle now, so go check that out. My brother, before we get up out of here, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff? Now is the time to do it. This camera right here.
Yeah. You can follow me at Ashoka.KDM, Ashoka KDM. You know what I mean? Kingdom Collective. Get it soon. Let's get it.
Boom, there you have it. Well, make sure you go follow him. Go run up everything he has out now. Go run up the singles. Go run up the freestyle. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. 845 in the building. Ashoka in the building. On the radar. We out. Boom. My guy.